Hi, y'all. Welcome back to the show. This is my third time trying to record today's episode. I don't know what's in me. Like, it's really hot in this room. I am wearing literally a blanket robe. If you guys are watching on YouTube, which you should be, every episode that we post is also on YouTube. So while you're here, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. But anyways, I'm very cozy, but I'm kind of like frazzled today. I woke up in a really good mood, and then I got my hair done, and it just like, the whole experience was just very stressful. And that sounds stupid unless you know the story, which I'm sure I'll talk about in another episode, so I'm going to leave it there. Just like, I was frazzled. You know what I mean? Then I came home. I'm going to Billy Bob's tonight, which I'm so excited for. Billy Bob's is literally my favorite place in the entire world. There's nowhere else I'd want to be. I was just saying this earlier. If I was given a terminal diagnosis and they said you have 48 hours left to live, I would spend 47 of those at Billy Bob's, and then I would spend the last hour at Dry Bar getting my hair blown out. So obviously I look good in the casket, and that's where I would tell my family to come meet me. I would multitask there. So that's just how I feel about Billy Bob's. Like, it is my Disney World. Like, there's Disney adults, and then there's like Billy Bob's adults, except for it's just me. Like, oh my God, when I go to Fort Worth in general, like, the first time I went as an adult, I like teared up. I'm like, this is the place for me. Like, I love this place, right? So anyways, with that being said, today is the DFW episode. I'm going to be sharing all of my Dallas recs and then also some Fort Worth recs. I love Fort Worth, and I've also made that a huge part of my personality. I will probably move there eventually at some point. But if you guys don't know, DFW consists of obviously Dallas, Fort Worth, and they're only like 45 minutes away from each other. So a lot of things kind of like coexist. The cities themselves are very different. I would say Fort Worth is more country and slower, like oil, country club kind of vibe. Again, these are the stereotypes. This is not like fully the city. And then Dallas is more, I don't want to say this, I don't feel this way, but like the stereotype of Dallas would be, honestly, my hair right now, which I can't talk about. If you guys are watching, like, I think I'm Taylor Swift from 2008, but we don't even need to go there. It's just more like brand heavy, like, I don't know how to say that without sounding bad. I don't know. Like, newer businesses, things are popping up all over Dallas because Dallas is like trendier, I would say, if that makes any sense. Both cities are great, very different. We're going to focus more on Dallas today. I was raised in Dallas, in the suburbs of Dallas, in McKinney, Texas. Great place to grow up. Love it there. And then I live in Dallas. I've lived here since February of 2020, and I love it. I lived in LA from 17 to 22, and then I moved back at 22, and I'm 25 now. Which brings me to say, I just wanted to issue a public apology to the state of Texas, because I think now is as good a time as ever, because, listen, there are a few people who love Texas more than me, if at all. Okay, I have a Texas tattoo. My username, Kenzie the Texan. How often am I talking about Texas? Like, it is truly, like, I just love it here. I love the people. There are things that I don't like about, like, what's going on here, but I love the people. I love the state. I love how Texas loves Texas. I love the community aspect of it. I love the, like, small businesses. I love so much about Texas. And growing up, I, when you like think you know everything, like I went through like a teenage angsty era where I was like, no, like I love Texas, but like it's not for me. Like I'm meant for like the city. I need to be in Los Angeles or New York or whatever. And I did that, and it was great. Love both places. It's just crazy to me because I didn't know what I had until it was gone. You know, my dad always said that to me. He's like, you're going to move away and then realize that you want to be here and then move back. And I was like, nope, that's not going to happen. And that's actually exactly what happened. So joke's on me. I did love my time in Los Angeles. I really did. But I just love my life here. It was the best decision I could have ever made moving to Dallas. I didn't even mean to move here fully when I did. It was pre-pandemic. It was honestly a very spur of the moment. I was going to buy a house here and like split time because my rent in Los Angeles, very important to say that sounds very like rich. My rent, which still, okay, it's like privileged, right? But my rent in LA was really cheap for what I was getting, and I had roommates, so I didn't want to like let that go, and I was going to be recording. Anyways, this is not part of the episode. Like, none of you care. Long story short, I kind of accidentally moved here full time because then the pandemic hit, and then I obviously didn't renew my lease in LA. And it has been the best thing that has honestly ever happened to me, and I deeply, deeply regret my my small distaste I ever had for Texas of it not being my like home forever. That's crazy. Yeah, I've lived here for I don't know how many years, but the best years of my life have been spent in Texas. Anyways, I love it here. I have so many of y'all DMing me all the time for Rex. So I just want to say up front, if you guys have a question about Rex from here on out, please refer back to this podcast episode. I'm going to have the Rex in the show notes as well, so you don't have to re-listen to it. But also, I have so many TikToks. There's one that's pinned to my profile at Kenzie the Texan of all the Dallas Rex. I have more if you just type in Kenzie the Texas Dallas. All of the Rex will like pop up. And then if you are moving here, I have an entire YouTube video on my YouTube channel that I will also put in the show notes. And that kind of takes you through like different neighborhoods to move to, which we'll touch on here. My realtor is Melanie Bray. DM her on Instagram. She's the best. So many of y'all have used her. And she is literally the best realtor in the world. And I love her. So yeah, any other Rex, like I just have so much content already around Dallas. I get so many DMs and I just like can't get back to them, especially because a lot of them are the same. And I've already answered them in all the content. So again, refer to this podcast if you're moving here, the YouTube video, and then also all of my TikToks. I have so many Rex. Moving on to my favorite places in Dallas. So Dallas is definitely a restaurant heavy city. I actually think I heard this somewhere that we have more restaurants per capita than like any other city in the States, at least. Something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's definitely a lot of restaurants. It's a lot of eating. It's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of shopping. But with that being said, there are other things to do. It's just, I feel like I even thought growing up that like that's the only thing to do here because I was just like, I don't know. I either didn't know or I was just like being lazy. There is actually a lot of other things to do. And we're like an hour from like multiple lakes. Like there are other things to do. We don't have like a beautiful hike in the middle of the city. But there are things to do. Okay, I'm going to start off with my beauty Rex. First one, being where I get my hair done. So I get my hair done actually by my sister, but she's so good. The hairstyle that I have right now, not by my sister, by the way, if you guys are watching. But for my color and for extensions, I go to Madison Piper Hair. She just moved and got her own salon. It's in Plano, I think. It's not that far outside the city. It's worth it. She's amazing. Honestly, I really wouldn't be saying that if she wasn't that good. Like, my sister and I fight all the time, okay? Like, I still go to her. I love her to death. Like, she would laugh and be like, yeah, this is true. It honestly is kind of annoying that she's that good because when we're fighting, I, like, don't really want to go elsewhere, even though I always think that I will. But I always go back, so she's very, very good. And I think you guys can just, like, DM her on Instagram to book. I get my blowouts at Dry Bar, and I get compliments every single time I get a blowout. Like literally every single time I get a blowout saying like your color looks so good, your extensions look so good. And I didn't always get those compliments. So it really is my sister. Speaking of hair, if I need my hair done for an event, Anna Sullivan Hair is my favorite. And then makeup, Kristen Farah Makeup on Instagram, I think is her username, Kristen Farah Makeup. Anyways, Kristen, love her family. Her sister is actually one of my best friends. But she is my favorite makeup artist I've ever used, ever, period. Like she is so good, and she's done like so many people's makeup now. Like trust me, she's the best. So if you guys are looking for hair and makeup for like massages, I love the Thompson Spa. It is so amazing. Little life hack about the Thompson Spa, you can just buy like a facial or a massage, like whatever, and you have full access to this spa, which I know this is how spas work, but their spa is better than other spas. There's a cold plunge, there's a barrel sauna, there's an infrared sauna, there's a normal sauna. There's all these like beautiful places. The views are insane. It's at the Thompson Hotel in downtown Dallas, which I don't really go downtown often, but the view is really pretty. And it's just a really good experience. Like if you are wanting a massage, like spa experience, would definitely recommend the Thompson. And then if you're just wanting a spa, like normal spa experience, there's the Now, that they're great. That's where I like normally go. Vivian's is really good too. Both of those are on Greenville. I know that Squeeze is coming soon, and Squeeze is my favorite. I think they're going downtown Dallas, so like the location isn't like ideal. But they're my favorite like franchise massage place. Is from the same people as Dry Bar. And I used to have a membership when I lived in LA, and I love that place. For nails, I honestly am like the worst person to ever ask about nail recs because I will go to the most random places. I don't care. But I like Castle Nail on Mockingbird. Some people don't. They're in and out so quick. Like when I get my nails done, I want to be in and out in under an hour, which is like pretty much impossible most of the time. but they're able to do it a lot. We have Gloss Lab if you guys like want to get your nails, like your gel redone a lot, or you just go get your nails done often. Gloss Lab actually offers memberships. So if you get them done enough, it's definitely like more cost effective. Adore is really good in Uptown. But again, I just go to random places. Like for my brows, sometimes I'll go to Benefit Brow Bar, but I normally will like literally just go in the nail salon and be like, just like the other day I was getting a pedicure and they were doing my nails like out and about. Like I just don't care. For tans, I love Dallas 180. They are by far my favorite. They come to your house and they do airbrush spray tan. So if you have like a big event or you have a girls trip or a bachelorette or something like that, Dallas 180 is so good. You can just DM them to book. And I actually think that they open in Fort Worth as well. And the girls are so sweet. They're awesome. If you're just looking to book like a last minute spray tan, which is what I've been doing lately because I'm not like planning this ahead, I really like Sugar and Bronze, which is where I went last night. So they're great, really quick. I used to go to them in LA too. They have locations in Lakewood and Highland Park. I got lip blushing and microblading done at the Brow Project. And again, the place is so cute. They offer so many different things. Definitely recommend. And then for facials, injections, filler, peels, laser, all of that, I go to Germani Med Spa. And that's in Preston Hollow. And if you guys go there, then you guys get, I don't know what your discount is, but if you say you're coming from me, you get money off. I monthly get a hydrofacial with dermaplaning. I get the deluxe hydrofacial, and that just means there's like LED lights in it. And then I also get dermaplaning done. And your skin literally has never looked better. And you look amazing, and it is the best thing ever. What I like the most about their injections, like filler in general, is that it's more natural looking. I got my Botox done there too. I'm really, really particular on anything that's like touching my face like that, and they are by far my favorite. Okay, moving on to restaurants. So I have like a tab for more casual restaurants. These are more like I would like go and like have a sit down meal, you know? Honor Bar is my favorite. I go there every single week, at least once a week. Their marg is my favorite margarita in Dallas. My friends actually realized or learned how to perfect the margarita. Like actually today I'm going there tonight, and she like sent out a Google Doc to our group chat of like what, like, do you want spicy, not spicy? What, like we have a whole thing. We have like a menu going, okay? But it's all inspired by the Honor Bar margaritas, which is actually like the Clayton marg, I think on like Defined Dish or Half Baked Harvest or like one of those things. It is the best margarita ever. Their fries are amazing. The kale chicken salad is so good. The crispy chicken sandwich, like unbelievable. I also love R&D. R&D is literally Honor Bar. It's another Hillstone restaurant just with a sushi. It's so good. For Tex-Mex, Mi Casina, Joe Leo's, Taco Diner. There's also the Rustic. The Rustic is great because they have live music a ton of the time. Like it's a really cool venue. It's a restaurant and a venue, and there's a lot of space. And they also have this brunch where you can go and you get like a bite of everything. It's like the brunch sampler, I think. And you literally get a bite of every single thing on their brunch menu. So like when you're hungover and you just like can't decide what you want, or you just like want everything on the menu, it is so good. And it's like enough to fill you up. It's not just like a small bite, you know? Drake's would be like a nicer restaurant that I actually love. And they have one of my favorite espresso martinis. I will say, I think they did something different recently because it's not as good as it once was, but it's still really good. And their food is so good. Just type in like Kenzie the Texan Drake's and you'll see like what I order there. That's another life hack. I also post TikToks of what I order places. So if you hear a restaurant on here that you want to try, look up the TikTok because there might be one. Drake's, I love their espresso martini. HG Supply is awesome. Their bowls are incredible. And then they have a rooftop on Greenville, and they have the best drinks ever. The cucumber smash is so good. I want them to bring back the coconut smash or whatever that one was, because that one had tequila in it. Really cool rooftop, beautiful view, lots of outdoor space, just a great place to hang out. Las Palmas is actually, if you're getting like Mexican and Tex-Mex in general, Las Palmas is the coolest. Bowen House is so cozy. I get espresso martini and chicken fingers there, but it's very good. It's kind of like, it's like a nicer restaurant. It's cute, but it's not like nice, you know? Hudson House, don't even get me started on Hudson House. Everything there is unbelievable. Their banana nut espresso martini or whatever, so good. The oysters, so good. The sushi, so good. The burgers, unbelievable. I love Hudson House. It's honestly like, I would say top 3 restaurants in Dallas. There's a couple locations. I like the Lakewood one, but everyone, I think it's like Lovers is the popular one. Beverly's is cute. Ficini is cute. That's in Highland Park Village. Dose Mesas is another great Mexican food restaurant. There's Monarch, there's Town Earth. Sister and Torelli's are really cute. They're on Greenville across the street from each other. Sister is a really cool restaurant. Great drinks, great food. Really, really cute. And then Paradiso is the other one. I love Paradiso. It's in Bishop Arts. They have great brunch. I'm not really a brunch girl, but on the weekends they have brunch and they have like a bougie biscuits and gravy. And like one thing about me is like I'm not like a bougie girl. Like you would maybe think that because of the way I act. Actually, not even the way I act. I guess like maybe the fact that like I'm dressed like this right now is more like the vibe that I'm giving you. My like favorite restaurant really is Chili's. So I'm really not like a super nice restaurant sort of girl. Like I don't want to be wearing a dress and heels to a restaurant. Like that's just like not my vibe. So when I say these bougie biscuits and gravy, like take that with a grain of salt. Like it's biscuits and gravy, but like weirdly like charcuterie version. I don't even know how to describe it, but it is so good. For my more casual restaurants, Mendocino Farms, so good. We have that in Dallas, unbelievable. Velvet Taco, Wabi House, Sukumin is my favorite. Sweet Green, so good. Mayor's Garden, also a great place to just like sit around and get drinks, standard service as well. Moving on to bars. So this is bars and also places to get a drink. I just realized I forgot cocktail lounges on this. Okay, so if you're going out and you're like post-grad, you need to be going out on Henderson. That is really the like, at least recently in the recent years, it is the post-grad place to go. Like I spent way too much of the years 22 and 23 at Skellig. Like I was there. I think I like paid their rent. I was there all the time. And when you go, the line always looks insane. The line moves very, very fast, but it is always a pretty long line. And that is where, honestly, like some of my best memories and nights of my 20s so far have been at Skellig. It changes every season. Bars are cool and then they're not and whatever. But Skellig is on Henderson. High Fives is on Henderson. That's also fun. They have like Jello shots everywhere. The Whippersnapper is next to High Fives. It gets a bad rep, okay? And I am just here to say I am the biggest fan of the Whip. You can get a table there, but it's still a bar. Like, I don't like a club. Like, there's not going to be a single club on this list because I hate clubs. It's just not my thing. But this is a bar that also has tables. So, like, we got a table, like, after, like, my live show. Like, we'll get tables for, like, people's birthdays, but it's not expensive to get a table there. Like, it's way cheaper than, like, a normal club. They do cool themes, too. Like, they did Game of Thrones. They've done The Simpsons, I think. I think they did Friends. What else have they done? I don't know. I'm, like, blanking. But they do themes, and it's really, really cute and fun. There's also Barcadia there. 77 is not the vibe. They just opened a Wonder Bar, which is like so not my vibe, but again, it's all in Henderson. You can like walk to that. And then Henderson intersects with Greenville. So on Greenville, it's more of places that you would just like sit and get a drink. So there's Leela's, which is a wine bar. It's so cute. You have to go like 4, honestly, to like get the full experience because it's the happy hour. It just opened and it's not as busy, but it is so cute and their themes are unbelievable. Like they go all out for like Christmas and Valentine's Day and like their summer theme and it's just so cute. Above Leela's is Millie, which is a cocktail lounge and that opens at like 9, I want to say. I also love Millie's Espresso Martini and it's a really cool like all red like cocktail lounge. Clifton Club is also another good cocktail lounge. Anyways, back to Greenville. We also have HC Supply, like I said, to get a drink. Desert Racer is a great, honestly, restaurant in general, but they have great, like, frozen margs, another good patio to sit at it. Toller Patio is another great patio to sit at it. Katy Trail Ice House is off the Katy Trail, which is a great place. It's just a trail throughout Dallas, but it's cute and it's fun to walk. And then if you're walking, you're going to stop at Katy Trail Ice House, and it doesn't even feel like you're in the city. Like, it's a bunch of trees and a ton of lights, and it's really cute and cozy and just, like, the best. Their drinks are really good. The summer beer is unbelievable. Their frozen margs, unbelievable. Their queso, so good. Brisket tacos, so good. Like, everything there is amazing, and that's in Uptown. I also like Quarter Bar. Quarter Bar is, like, a hit or miss. It's on McKinney. It's, like, if you have a really large group going somewhere and you want to make sure you all get in, go to Quarter Bar because it's never that busy and it's really fun if you bring the people that you want there. If you're just going, like it's not crazy, it's really chill there. And it's really cute, honestly. It's like really, really cute. But it's fun when like you bring the crowd. You know what I mean? And then the Mansion Bar at the Rosewood Turtle Creek is so fabulous. I love that place so much. It's very, very cute. Love it. Okay, we're going to Deep Ellum. I used to like really stand up for Deep Ellum because I was like, okay, you guys are just being like really annoying. blah, blah, blah about Deep Ellum, but there has been a lot of crime and like murders. So that's not great, but I will just give you the recs or the things that I like in Deep Ellum, which is literally only like a mile from most of the places that I'm saying, just in case it like gets better later or something. But Louis Piano Bar is one of the best places in Dallas. It is so much fun. It's a dueling piano bar. It's crazy. They'll bring people up. It's so much fun. They're obviously always doing covers. It's just the best. They also have Electric Shuffle, which is so fun to do with a group. It's great for family. It's great for friends. It's great. Like they've had me and my friends in a couple of times, and like we always talk about that because it was so much fun. Also, speaking of Casablanca, this is the best place to go if you have a bachelorette. Casablanca is a restaurant, but they have private karaoke rooms. It's in Bishop Arts. And it is the most fun. Like out of anything my friends and I have done together, besides like a party house and going to Billy Bob's, Casablanca was the best. And even like our guy friends who were great, but like not that really impressed by anything, and like just they're not very expressive. They texted me the next day to be like, "Thank you so much. That was so much fun." And I was like, "I literally did nothing, but you're welcome." You know, it is so much fun. It's also a good price if you get a crowd. Get like 12 people. It is so much fun. Great for birthdays. We threw Lauren's birthday there last year. Like it is just, I cannot say enough good things about it. The most fun place ever. I know I'm definitely missing some, but I also love Inwood Tavern, which is like more north. It's a dive bar with like red Solo cups, and like that's right up my alley. Like a dive bar with not actual that's what I love. And then downtown, I wish that, okay, like a Rodeo Bar. I love this place. I wish Rodeo Bar was in a different location because we don't go downtown enough, really at all. But if we did, I would like eat, sleep, and breathe at Rodeo Bar because it's the one like country bar Dallas has. Like we don't have enough like country bars. Like I want to feel like I'm in the stockyards. Like this is my goal. This is my dream in life right now. It actually hasn't for a while. You know how in Nashville on Broadway, like all the country stars have their own bar? Like I want my own bar but on Henderson, but I want it to be a country bar. But I want to like partner with someone because like I don't know what I'm doing. But we just like need more of a country bar, especially for people when they come to visit Dallas. They think it's going to be like way more like country than it is. And like, don't get me wrong, like there are definitely elements of that, but it's not what people think. Like I think most people's idea of what Dallas is actually what Fort Worth is. So we need that. But Rodeo Bar, especially if you're visiting, it's so cute in their basement area. They have live music all the time. They have like really good happy hour stuff. So good. Love that place. For coffee shops, my favorite is Tribal and Bishop Arts. Get the Good Morning drink. It is the best drink ever. It looks disgusting. It's so good. Wild Detectives. This place is so amazing. This is where I have my Dallas book club, which we're currently on hiatus. It is a coffee shop, a bar, and a venue, and a bookshop. It is so cool. They have like a back area. It's in Bishop Arts. Again, you just need to spend a day walking around Bishop Arts because it is the coolest neighborhood in Dallas. It's not like super central to everything else in Dallas, so I feel like that's why it's not like talked about enough, but it's a lot more like creative. Like I always compare it to like Silver Lake in Los Angeles. Like it's the Silver Lake of Dallas almost. But just people who are like really, really creative and just the best ever. Wild Detectives is so cool. White Rhino is great. The Merchant's great. Weekend Coffee is great. Merit is awesome. They have great matcha. And then Funny Library Coffee Shop is cute as well. Okay, things to do. Electric Shuffle. I'm trying to like bring these back in. White Rock Lake, White Rock Trail. And then also White Rock has like a sunset cruise thing that's happening now. I haven't been on it, but I've heard a lot about it. This is going to sound crazy, but hear me out. Okay. So JFK was shot in Dallas, as we know. So there is like the 6th floor museum, which is where Lee Harvey Oswald shot and killed JFK. And you can see like there's an X on the road where he was shot, and you used to be able to stand where Lee Harvey Oswald stood, which is like kind of weird. Now it's blocked off, but that museum is really, really cool. Like I have been so many times in my life, and like I would happily go again. It sounds really weird, but it is such a good museum. Like it is, I love like U.S. history in general, but I love that museum. There also is apparently a Holocaust museum close to that. My siblings are telling me about this. My siblings are Jewish. And giving that like a mention. I haven't been there before. I'm sure it's great because they were recommending it to me, and I need to go because I need to go to both again. So if you guys are like museum people, we also have like the Dallas Museum of Art. We have a lot downtown. North Park is the best mall literally ever. The Arboretum, you can obviously go to like a Rangers, Cowboys, Stars, Mavs game. Even Rough Riders in Frisco, that's fun because they have a lazy river. And that's like a really, really cool feature. I don't know if it's a lazy river. I think it is, right? Lazy river. It is so fun. I grew up going to Rough Riders games because I lived right there. Live music anywhere, the Rustic, Rodeo Bar, like it's all over the place. Top Golf also. We also have Puttery, Dallas Farmers Market, the White Rock Farmers Market, 4-day weekend comedy show. I love that place. There's honestly Andretti, which is like a go-kart place. I haven't been there yet, but I've heard great things. Honestly, there's really so much. I would just follow Dallas Lights 101 or Dallas Love List because a lot of it's seasonal, obviously, and they're posting stuff in real time. For hotels, the Thompson, the Adolphus, Turtle Creek Rosewood, there's the Jewel. A lot of them are downtown. The Marriott Fairmount, which is the uptown location. I've been to hotels here, but I don't stay in hotels here. So here I am to give you my Fort Worth Rex. Fort Worth, like I said earlier, is my Disney World. Like, I just love that place. So you have to spend your day in the stockyards. Now, this is how I spend my days in Fort Worth. And again, like, I pretty much do the same thing every single time. And I really do stay in the stockyards. Like, I know there are other things to do in Fort Worth. I don't care to be anywhere other than the stockyards because I love it so much. But I would start the day off, or if you're really ballin', if you're rich, basically, stay at the Hotel Drover. I stayed there because they invited me, and I love it there so much. And I will be saving up for a bit to go back there. It is the best hotel in the world. Like, there is no place that I'm more passionate about. I also was kidding about the rich thing. It just like is a more expensive hotel, but it is so cool. The pool, I have an entire TikTok of like my experience there and I vlogged the whole thing. It is my favorite place ever. Like, I love it. They have a great espresso martini there as well. It's like the glasses are as big as your head, actually bigger than your head. Love it there. So typically this is what I do. I will get there around like 2. I'll start off by getting a drink at the Drover. Then the Drover is in the stockyards, and then there's this thing called Mule Alley, which is like a street that goes off of it, right? And that like basically takes you from like the main stockyards to Mule Alley. It's very close, and there's like Shake Shack and Tacovas and Lucchese and like all the places, right? Tacovas actually isn't right there, but there's like a bunch of other stores and shops if you guys want to get like custom cowboy hats or get it fitted to your head or get boots or like whatever. All of that is there. They have like the cattle drive right over there. There's so much stuff happening. Second Rodeo is in Mule Alley. Second Rodeo, also, you know what? I do like espresso martinis, but I drink like ranch waters and margaritas more. I don't know why that's all I'm talking about today. But Second Rodeo has a great roadie espresso martini. This is the other amazing thing about Fort Worth, the stockyards at least. I don't know. Watch the law have changed, and I'm like telling you guys to commit a crime. But I believe it's open container, and at least it has been that I've been there. I think it still is, and that's amazing. You can literally just walk around with a drink. It's so love it there so much. So Second Rodeo. If you guys are familiar with Truck Yard, which is another a bar that I totally forgot to mention for like it's great. It's on Greenville in Dallas. There's also one in the Colony, I think. Great place to like sit out and have like drinks during the day. Especially the one in Dallas. It's sick and like you don't even know it's there. It's like right by Trader Joe's. It's like crazy. Second Rodeo is owned by the same people as Truck Yard. Great place to like sit around, get a drink, whatever. Then there's also a basement bar, which is great for like later at night. It's obviously in a basement. There's like dollar bills everywhere. It's really fun. It's like a more like lively bar. Billy Bob's place is obviously my favorite place. I always go there for shows for the most part, I would say. Just like look up the schedule and like make sure you get there. If you guys have seen someone post a photo, like the pose photo setting on the bowl, like that's Billy Bob's. I'll be taking another one tonight, probably if the line's not too crazy. Taco Heads is great too for tacos. That's like a random thing, but I basically always do Drover, Second Rodeo, and then like we just like bar hop, or we'll go to like there's just like so many things to do. Literally all you have to do is like go get dropped off at Hotel Drover and then just like walk the route. But definitely get Rex. I have a friend who went recently and like just like didn't know where to go. But you just get like 4 or 5 places. And I mean, there's like Cadillacs, which like it makes you feel like you're like 16, like making out with some random guy at like a party or something. Not 16, okay, like in college, early college, where it's like you look back and you cringe. That's like the vibes that Cadillacs gives me. Still fun. There's just so much to do there, and a lot of it is walkable. So I would just like really make a day out of it. I get asked a lot of like things to do with parents. So I would say shop Bishop Arts, or if let's say you're like an SMU kid, okay, and you're like rich, shop Highland Park Village. Definitely do that. That'd be fun. There's also like places to get like restaurants. Highland Park Village has Ficini, it has Sadelle's, it has Monkey Bar, which I also cannot believe I didn't add that in the bar. Oh my God. Honor Bar. Monkey Bar is the bar above Mi Casina in Highland Park Village. It's a rooftop bar. It's really sick, great. Mamba taxis are the best thing ever there. Again, like I said, I cannot believe I knew I would forget things. I go to Monkey Bar literally every single week as I'm waiting for my table at Honor Bar. It's so good. Texas Live is great. It's at the Rangers Stadium. So you can go to Texas Live. You can watch games there. There's so many different bars and like restaurants around there. And it's literally right next door. Like it's not, you don't even cross the street. Like it's literally right next to it. So that will be fun. The Star, if you're in the suburbs in Frisco, the Star is a good place for families to go. Puttery, Topgolf, all that stuff. Like, I mean, there's literally so much to do. Okay, guys, I do just want to make a correction. They did change the open container law in Fort Worth in November, which would make sense because the reason I was confused is because Second Rodeo doesn't sell roadies by the door anymore. So I thought something was up there. So they don't do that anymore, but I do miss that a lot, okay? People are asking, like, activities not revolving around eating and drinking. Katy Trail, White Rock Trail. There's lots of places to work. Did I say my workouts? I totally forgot. We'll get to that in a second. Okay. Before we do that, let me get to my workouts. Okay. This is where I work out, or like my favorite workouts. Fit Social Club. I love their intensity class. They have great weightlifting classes and great spin classes. Shine Hot Pilates. That's my favorite Hot Pilates class. Use code JOINKenzie for your first class free. Soul Cycle. I've been loving. Class Studios. Amazing. They have a sculpt class. So it's like a Hot Pilates class. They also have a running class. They have kind of like an F45-ish class. And then they also have a spin class. Did I say that? Ding Ding Boxing is my favorite boxing class I've ever taken. It's so good. So fun. So the only one I have a code for is Shine Hot Pilates. And I love them. And I meet you guys there literally all the time because it is the best place ever. Okay, people are asking how to make friends in Dallas. Join my Geneva Dallas group chat. There's one under Kenzie Elizabeth. There's also like the Dallas Book Club, which we're not doing right now. There's too many people in it and it's too hot. Like we can't be outside in like 110-degree weather. I'm sorry. It's not happening. But join my Geneva group chat, which is just an app. It's linked in the description. And there's all these girls in Dallas. I meet people out weekly who met their friends. I just met a girl who met her best friend in Dallas through that chat and they were going to Mexico together the next day. Like it actually really does work. I meet people all the time out and about that met through the app. So especially if you just moved here, join the app. You will make friends. Activities not revolving around eating and drinking. Okay, White Rock Trail, Katy Trail Ice House. There's a lot of like paint places, like not paint and sip, like actual like paint places. There's a lot of like random classes that you can take too. Like there's like a needlepoint class. This is like the classes that I like. Like I'm not saying, maybe you're probably not gonna like it. There's a lot of like classes on stuff, if that makes sense, that I've been seeing. I know that like Dallasites and Loveless, I think, have posts about this. Puttery, Topgolf, bowling, lots of like arcade game stuff. There is a lot because I see TikToks about this. I just personally drink. So like what I do does involve a lot of alcohol. But I would recommend searching that on TikTok because I feel like that's where you're going to get like the best suggestions. What is the best part of Dallas to live in for someone in their mid-20s? My favorite place that I recommend is like Lower Greenville, Knox Henderson area. I feel like most people move to Uptown, like post-grad, and I am a lot more of a like Lower Greenville, Knox Henderson girl. But again, reach out to Melanie Bray. Best areas to live post-grad, again, it's okay, Uptown, Lower Greenville, Knox Henderson. I feel like Victory Park is like really overpriced and like kind of annoying to get in and out of. Those are like my top and I feel like everyone lives there. Like most of my friends live like almost walking distance to each other and they all now live where I used to live. So like now we all would have been like that close. Someone has asked me, where can I get weed? I don't smoke. I really don't know. I'm sorry. Thrifting in Dallas. There's actually a lot of thrifting here, but I would search that on TikTok. I'm not a thrifting pro. I would definitely search it. I do randomly love Dolly on Python, a lot. Best places to go to get a facial, best estheticians, Germani Med Spa. Best places for a birthday dinner. Paradiso has a private room that I think is so worth it. It fits, I think, 16 people or 12. I'm not really sure. But their private room, we did that for my best friend's birthday. And then we also did Casablanca, the karaoke room, right after, which was in that same area. Would definitely recommend that. I would also recommend that for bachelorettes. On top of that, I would do the bike drinking thing. I would also do maybe a spa day at the Thompson Spa. Electric Shuffle would be really fun. I am not like an EXO dining girl. Like that's not my vibe at all. But like it's very like pink and like kind of like over the top. I feel like it's good for bachelorettes. Another bar that I forgot about, Stan's, is very popular. People who are asking how to make friends, like one, the Geneva chat, seriously. Stan's is a pretty easy bar to make friends at. So is Skellig. If you go during the day, at night, it's really dark, but you just have to like approachable. People here, it's a lot easier to talk to random people here than it is in a lot of other cities. So I would go that route, even like Mayor's Garden. I would, if you're trying to make friends, I really would stick to Henderson, Greenville area. I feel like that's where you're gonna like meet the most people. Oh, I also love Chelsea's Corner. Love that place. That's another great bar. For cute boutiques, Favor the Kind is really cool. I love DeNovo Active. They have like really cute everything there. They have cute clothes now. They have cute like home decor. They have great stuff for dogs. They have like amazing stuff. I would definitely recommend that. But if y'all are moving here and you're looking for more moving content, check out the YouTube video. And then also, if you need a realtor, Melanie Bray is your girl. Okay, so I think that is it. If y'all are listening to this, please join our Dallas Geneva chat. And I post Dallas content all the time on our TikTok. On my TikTok, Kenzie the Texan. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Leave a nice rating and review. Send us we'll do like a post somewhere where you guys can like also add in your Dallas recs. Again, I'm sure I missed so many things that I love, but these are just like the things that came to mind. But anyways, love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next episode. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know by giving it a nice thumbs up and subscribe for more.